Overnight reports indicate that Ukrainian long-range drones have struck a major Russian oil terminal in the Baltic port of Ust-Luga. The facility plays a key role in Russia's energy export network, and according to initial information, critical infrastructure inside the terminal, including storage tanks and loading systems, may have been damaged. This is not just another strike. It is part of a growing pattern, a campaign targeting the economic and logistical backbone behind military operations. Ust-Luga is located in Russia's Leningrad region near the Baltic Sea. It is one of the country's largest ports for exporting oil and petroleum products. From this terminal, energy resources are transported to international markets. Its location makes it particularly important. Unlike facilities closer to the front line, Ust-Luga lies deep inside Russian territory. And yet, it has now become a target. Oil terminals are not just industrial sites, they are strategic assets. They connect production with export, and export generates revenue that supports both the economy and, indirectly, military operations. Facilities like Ust-Luga include storage tanks, loading systems, and transport infrastructure. Damage to any of these components can disrupt the flow of oil. Even temporary disruptions can have wider consequences. One of the most notable aspects of this strike is the distance. Reaching Ust-Luga requires long-range capabilities. Drones must travel hundreds of kilometers, often navigating around air defense systems. These systems may fly at low altitude to reduce detection. They may follow indirect routes to avoid radar coverage. And in some cases, multiple drones may be launched to increase the chances of success. This reflects a growing sophistication in long-range strike operations. Initial reports suggest that key elements of the terminal were affected. These include storage facilities and loading systems used to transfer oil onto tankers. Such components are critical. Without them, even if oil is available, it cannot be efficiently exported. Fire at such facilities can also lead to temporary shutdowns for safety reasons, and even after the fire is extinguished, inspections and repairs may take time. This strike appears to be part of a broader pattern. Over time, attacks have increasingly targeted energy infrastructure, oil depots, refineries, export terminals. Rather than focusing only on military targets, these operations aim to affect the systems that sustain them. This reflects a shift toward strategic depth, where infrastructure becomes part of the battlefield. Beyond the immediate damage, there is also an economic dimension. Oil exports are a key part of Russia's economy. Disruptions to export terminals can affect supply chains. They can delay shipments, and in some cases they can influence market dynamics. While a single strike may not have a large long-term impact, repeated disruptions can accumulate, and over time that accumulation can become significant. In response, several measures are possible. Air defense coverage around key facilities may be increased. Physical protection measures could be enhanced. And operational procedures may be adjusted to reduce vulnerability. However, each of these responses requires resources. And as the number of potential targets increases, the challenge becomes more complex. The strike on the Ust-Luga oil terminal highlights an important shift in the conflict. The battlefield is no longer limited to the front lines. It now includes logistics, infrastructure, and economic assets. Long-range precision strikes are expanding the scope of operations. And as these capabilities continue to evolve, more locations once considered secure may come under pressure. The key question moving forward is not whether such strikes will continue, but how both sides will adapt to this expanding battlefield. For more updates and stories we didn't manage to include in this video, you can take a look at our interactive news map. The link is waiting for you in the description. We appreciate you watching, and thanks to everyone who's already using the map to follow the latest developments.